you can't empower without responsibility. They have to work together. They can't not be together, because you can empower somebody that doesn't take responsibility, and we all know what's going to happen there, don't we? Or you can have somebody that wants to take responsibility but isn't given the empowerment to be able to go and make decisions and give them the tools to do the job and so on. So they're kind of interconnected, these two things. So let's just briefly go over responsibility, and then we can get to empowerment, because I know a lot of you saw me do this morning with session. But just remember, taking responsibility means making these choices, okay? So when you take responsibility for something, if you're not that confident about it, or your belief is low, you know, because you haven't done it before, or you're stretching yourself, whatever, it's your responsibility to actually go and increase your confidence. Now, we didn't have time to really talk about these different things earlier on, because race is such a big subject, really. Confidence, belief, is built. Okay, so we're not born confident or unconfident. There's no evidence to show us how much confidence we've got when we're born. Confidence is built, and to a neurologist, confidence, a belief is a very large pathway in the brain. We call them a dendrite. It's a dendrite path in the brain, which means confidence can be grown, but also confidence can be knocked. So if you look at this as confidence, you can almost use a 1 to 10 scale. Okay, so 10 being absolute confidence, 1 being absolute doubt, and it's kind of like a seesaw, yeah, like a balancing act. So you need kind of 5.1 in confidence to really get you moving towards completing that task. So when people say, you know, oh, yeah, I could never do that, I'm not very confident, you know, confidence can be grown. It can be knocked as well. We know it can be knocked, but I mean, if it's been knocked, you can grow it again, you know, because you had it in the first place. Some people struggle with confidence and lacking confidence, and as you guys will know, all the people that follow me every week know, that confidence comes from the way you talk to yourself. But the key thing here is, in order to take responsibility, we have to grow our own confidence. Now, there's 2 styles of thinking when it comes to confidence. So again, this wasn't discussed this morning during RACI, but there's two kind of ways of thinking about confidence. There are people in the world that will tell you that you need 10 out of 10 in confidence to achieve what you want. So you need to be absolutely confident in order to go and achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, okay? There are those types of people. And then there are the other types of people that will tell you you don't need a 10 out of 10 in confidence when you start on the task, as long as you are aware of your confidence level and you are actively doing something to increase it, okay? So, you know, and I believe the latter, to be honest. I think there are things that I've achieved in my life that when I first set out to achieve them, there was no way that I thought I was confident enough to be able to actually go and do it. But I was aware that my confidence was low and did things to increase my confidence. There's little things that people can do quite quickly to increase confidence. So if you've got a very large goal, chunk it down into small parts, for argument's sake, and take one bit at a time. That's an easy way. Give yourself a little bit more time to achieve the goal. Obviously, if you can, sometimes in work, that's not something that you can do. There's a number of little different things that people can do to increase their confidence quite quickly. You know, during the first lockdown, I built a 24-foot by 10-foot garden house, workshop, whatever you want to call it, large cladding, all the business, UPVC windows and doors, and I made it completely all on my own. When I laid the first ground screw, I was not 10 out of 10 in confidence that I could complete the build. But I laid the first ground screw, laid the second one, then laid the beam, then laid another, and so on and so on and so on. And all of a sudden there's a wall up, and then there's another wall up, there's a bit of a roof on, and the confidence grows over time, okay? It's exactly the same in the workplace. So, taking responsibility means you're going to be growing your confidence on a regular basis, and you're not afraid to grow that confidence, okay? And it means stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay? If this is your comfort zone here, and all the stuff that you do in your life is in the comfort zone, because that's the way most people do things, in their comfort zone, okay? Every now and then, it's worth doing something slightly outside your comfort zone. Because if you can do something slightly outside your comfort zone, and you do it a few times, what happens is your comfort zone then increases at that point. And you do another one just outside, and your comfort zone increases again, and so on and so on. The only problem with the comfort zone is when you throw somebody all the way out of their comfort zone. If then you get the sink or swim mentality. So, you know, I've got two daughters, both 1 6, 1 7, okay? If I threw them, you know, when they were 3 and 4, if I threw them both in the swimming pool, one of them might learn how to swim very quickly, and one of them might never get in a pool again. So when you throw somebody massively outside your comfort zone, what it does is it actually knocks confidence. It's not a great thing to do. You go into your fight or flight response. Some people like that. Some people, do like doing that and majorly push themselves out of that. But for the majority of people, just increasing that comfort zone every now and then helps you build that confidence when you're taking responsibility for something, okay?